So I decided I'm going to start voting in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. And I thought, if I'm going to vote in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, then I might as well make a video of who I vote for. And this will be fun because I don't really even know who's nominated other than the first category, the Anime of the Year category. And I think I'll know a little bit about some of the nominees. I might not know everything about every nominee, but it'll be fun. I don't know. It's just one vote, right? It's not going to throw the whole election the wrong direction if maybe I don't pick what you guys think I should pick, but it'll be fun for me to go through the categories, talk about what I know about each of the nominees, cast my vote, and you can tell me like any particular votes you have down in the comments. Also, if you have any huge disagreements with how I'm voting, let me know down in the comments. And if I just don't know enough to vote in a particular category, I'll skip it. You guys tell me what you think. Maybe I'll come back to it later and cast a vote based on fan opinion down in the comments. Also, I just want to remind everybody that I do have a Patreon now. So I know a lot of you are already members of the Patreon, but if you're curious to see what's going on there, well, you can check out the link in the video description. Let's get on with the voting. So we are going to vote. 4 days left when I'm recording this. And let's see. The nominees for Anime of the Year. I guess that's where I'm starting. And we have 86, which I'm a little bit familiar with, mostly from my friend Chris, who's a big fan. He actually likes 86. He thinks it's a better anti-war anime than Attack on Titan. But you know, that sounds like blasphemy to me. And of course, Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1 is nominated. We've got Jujutsu Kaisen is also nominated. I think it's the second portion of Jujutsu Kaisen, but still, Jujutsu Kaisen, a great anime there. Odd Taxi is one that I haven't watched, but from what I understand, it's about a taxi that's odd. Maybe there's some animal characters in that one. Ranking of Kings, I've heard wonderful, brilliant things about it. It comes from Wit, which is a great studio, but with Ranking of Kings, it's a little fresh, you know, and fresh is good, but I don't know that I've had enough time to fully appreciate it like I might have some of the other things. And then the final nominee, rounding things out, is Sonny Boy, and I'll be honest, I've watched some of Sonny Boy, and it's really well made, just not my kind of story. In fact, I think it's a little too strange or a little too odd or a little too out there for me. So, I mean, I'm trying to talk about this. Honestly, I'm a shonen fan, so it's going to be Jujutsu Kaisen or Attack on Titan for me. And it's me, so of course it's going to be Attack on Titan final season part 1. Was there ever any suspense on how I was going to vote on that one? So I'm going to go ahead and cast my vote. And next we go on to Best Boy. And I don't think they mean like Best Boy as the member of the crew when they make films, like live action films. I think they mean the best boy from an anime, character-wise. So, we've got Senku Ishigami from Dr. Stone Season 2. We've got Azumi Miyamura from Horimiya. We've got Boji from Ranking of Kings. We have Otokawa from Odd Taxi. Ken Draken Ryuguji from Tokyo Revengers. And then Manjiro Mikey Sano from Tokyo Revengers. This is a category I probably shouldn't vote in because I've not seen much of any of these, but I know a little bit about all of them. And just from what I know and from the praise I've heard, should you vote by proxy? You know, a lot of people do it. I'm pretty sure that the Academy Awards have been won by folks who nobody who voted saw their movie. They just heard good things, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go with Ranking of Kings and with Boji and with the tiny little king just because I like the idea of it. Gotta vote for somebody. Now we've got Best Girl. And I haven't seen the nominees yet, but there are a few I hope show up here because there's some that would be an easy vote for me. So let's see who the nominees are. We've got Vladilena from 86, Toru Honda from Fruits Basket, the final season. We have Sarasa Watanabe from Kageki Shoujo. Did I get that correct? And then, of course, we have Nobara from Jujutsu Kaisen. Good, we got somebody that I can vote for. Shoko Komi from Komi Can't Communicate, another great character. A great anime there. And then we've got Ai Oto from Wonder Egg Priority. So I'm already limited here by the ones I have experience with. It's a two-horse race here. It's between Nobara and then Shoko Komi. But for me, it's got to be Nobara. I love Jujutsu Kaisen. I kind of felt bad that I didn't get to vote for it for Anime of the Year, but it can't beat, for me, the final season of Attack on Titan. So I'll call this a consolation prize, and I'll vote for Nobara. And I'm confirming that pick, and let's go on to Best Protagonist. Protagonist. Best Protagonist. The one who moves the action forward, not the one who opposes the movement of the story. You got to remember the actual kind of definition the protagonist propels. You know, we often think of the protagonist as who we're rooting for, but it doesn't have to be the case. So the best protagonist is Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1. Yuji Itadori. Oh man, this is great. This is going to be a tough category. From Jujutsu Kaisen, we've got Joe from Megalobox, and then we've got Otokawa from Odd Taxi, Ai Oto from Wonder Egg Priority, and Boji from Ranking of Kings. And once again, two-horse race as far as I'm concerned. Is it going to be Yuji Itadori or is it going to be Eren Yeager? Now, Yuji Itadori is a hero. And having him be a hero makes it a little bit easier to vote for him for the best protagonist. But I'm kind of an Attack on Titan fanboy, so it's hard not to vote for Eren, even though in the final season, which is what this is limited to, specifically the final season part 1, well, he's no hero, but he's still moving that story forward, so he is a protagonist. But it's hard for me to say he's the best protagonist, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I have no integrity when it comes to voting. I vote with my heart and not my soul. Wait, those are the same thing. I vote with my heart and not my mind. Yeah, that's what I do. Now we have Best Antagonist. And the nominees are Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1. So you see what I say? Like, he's not necessarily a protagonist, so they just cover their bases. He's a character. He's a character you can't ignore, so nominate him for both. And I hope he wins both. And I will read the other nominees, but I'm going to tell you right now, just for the fun of it, I'm voting for Eren in both of these categories. But we also have somebody from My Hero Academia. We have somebody from ReZero, Starting Life in Another World Season 2. We have another character, Yano, from Odd Taxi. We have a character from Skate the Infinity. Did they have a season? And then we've got Tokyo Revengers, Tada Kasaki, and I already, told you what I'm doing. I hope Eren wins both Best Antagonist and Best Protagonist, because that has to be a first time, maybe? I don't know, but it's great. Best fight scene. I'm worried I may not have seen enough of these fight scenes. And this is recorded, this isn't streaming, but I want to ask you guys to help me vote. So let me know in the comments what the best fight scene really was. Let's see the nominees. So, Eren Yeager versus Warhammer Titan from Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1. Naruto Uzumaki versus Ishiki Otsutsuki from Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. We've got Yuji Itadori and Nobara Kugisaka versus Eso, the brothers, Eso and Kichizu from Jujutsu Kaisen. That was a great fight. That was a great fight. I really liked that fight. We got Yuji Itadori and Aoi Todo versus Hanami. Oh, that was a great fight. Jujutsu Kaisen is good on the fights. And Eren Yeager versus the Warhammer Titan is a great fight, but I don't know if it's going to sweep the categories here. Then we got Elma versus Toru from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S. My friend Chris loves that show. That would probably be his favorite fight. And then from Vivi, Fluorite Eyes Song, we have Vivi versus Yugo. This is really nice. Again, I have to decide which of the Jujutsu Kaisen fights am I going to vote for in this category? As much as I love Eren Yeager versus the Warhammer Titan, it's just a little too otherworldly for this. I really, really like the Jujutsu Kaisen level of the fighting. And I loved seeing Yuji work alongside with Aoi. So I'm going to go ahead and vote for Yuji Itadori and Aoi Todo versus Hanami. Now we've got Best Director. Oh boy. I don't know how you pick in this category when you don't know enough about the craft. Myself is who I'm talking about. I don't know if I know enough about the craft, so I'll probably just go with which of these I feel like I enjoyed the most. And I don't know where to separate writing from animation from directing as far as my total enjoyment, but let's just see the nominees and maybe it'll come to me. We've got Yuichiro Hayashi for Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1. We have Sungu Park for Jujutsu Kaisen, Core 2, which is kind of like part 2 of season 1. We've got Yo Moriyama for Megalobox 2 Nomad. We have Baku Kinoshita for Odd Taxi. There's Shingo Natsumi for for Sonny Boy, which is one I think I know is well directed, even though I didn't enjoy it as much. And then we have Shin Wakabayashi for Wonder Egg Priority. Ah, man, you know, I'm going to stay on brand. I'm voting for Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1, because it is maybe one of the best seasons of anime or any television I've seen. Though it's tough not to vote for Jujutsu Kaisen on this one. But come on, it's really not close. Once again, voting with my heart more than my mind here. But yeah, there we go. Best animation. Now here, you don't have to be an expert. If you love the way it looks, that's good animation. If you don't love the way it looks, it's not as good. So let's see what our nominees are in this case. Oh boy. Oh, this is a tough one. We've got Demon Slayer, the Mugen Train arc, which maybe not fair for a movie to be competing with episodes of television, but it is what it is because they took the movie, turned it into episodes of television, but in my mind I'm thinking of the movie. Ufotable, of course, is the studio on that one. Jujutsu Kaisen with Mappa. Mappa, kind of the current king of the hill in a lot of people's opinion for studios. We've got Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S with Kyoto Animation. Of course, they suffered a horrible, horrible tragedy not that long ago, so they're going to get a little bit of the sympathy for me. You know, you might want to celebrate their build back and their comeback. We've got Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, Part 1, and that is Studio Bind. And then we've got Vivi, Fluorite Eyes Song. Beautiful animation. It's Wit. Wit does a great job. I only saw the first episode, but it was incredible animation, but it's hard to get that emotional attachment. And then Wonder Egg Priority from Cloverworks. Cloverworks, great reputation, of course. But there's only one anime that I consistently praise how it has the best animation I've ever seen. Not just best animation in anime, but just the best animation I've ever seen consistently is Demon Slayer. And then the Mugen Train arc might be the best of the best for Demon Slayer. So how could I vote for anything other than Ufotable's Demon Slayer Mugen Train arc? So there's that vote. Best character design. Now this is my thing, man. This is my jam. I can sit and look at characters and who cares about the story. The animation doesn't even have to be top notch, but I love character designs and a well-designed character and an interesting character. So let's see who the nominees are here. Okay, so we've got Tadashi Hiramatsu from Jujutsu Kaisen. One thing I do wish they had were actual photographs of the character design in question, but I guess they're talking about just the overall character design of the show. Hard to beat Jujutsu Kaisen in this category. Then we've got Odd Taxi, another one with incredible characters, a whole lot of outside-the-box thinking. The fact that they're not all just takes on human characters really puts a little extra advantage there to a show like Odd Taxi, in my opinion. Then we've got Ranking of Kings, which is a fun, more recent show. We have Vivi, Fluorite Eyes Song, which has great characters, but I think the animation is what impresses me more than the character design. And then we've got Wonder Egg Priority and Skate the Infinity. So for me here, I'm kind of trying to decide am I going with what I like the best or what I think is the more impressive feat? And in case we haven't made this clear, I don't care about being fair or objective, so I'm voting for Jujutsu Kaisen. All right. Now we've got the best score. I'm not a music guy. I mean, I like music, but I am not a music critic in any measure or fashion. So this could be tough for me. We've got 86, which I did go and listen to some of the music, but I haven't seen all of the episodes to really rank the score globally. We've got Demon Slayer, which has been wonderful. You know, like I said, I'm not a music guy, so I've heard it all, and I didn't dislike it. Megalobox 2 Nomad, I haven't even seen it, so I can't comment too much. Odd Taxi, don't have much to say there. Wonder Egg Priority, Vivi, Fluorite Eyes. I mean, Vivi's about music, right? Right? Like, how could that not win for best score? Like, that's the whole point, is music, and the music is amazing in Vivi. And I just don't think it'd be fair to vote for anything else, so I'm going to vote for Demon Slayer because I like that show. See, I'm not objective. Best Japanese voice actor performance. Okay, I think I might already be in the bag before I even read the nominees here, but our nominees, we have, let me try this. Ayane Sakura for Gabi Braun, the Japanese voice actor for Gabi Braun, Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1. Yuki Kaji for Eren Yeager, Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1. We have Kiyoshi Kobayashi, who plays Daisuke Jigen from Lupin the Third, part 6. We have Natsuki Hanai, who's Otokawa from Odd Taxi. We've got Aoi Yuki from So I'm a Spider, So What? And then we've got Kanata Aikawa from Wonder Egg Priority. And I'm slowly going from I Hate Gabi to Team Gabi, or the Gabi Gang. And a big part of that is the voice acting. The Japanese voice acting is phenomenal for Gabi. So I'm voting for Gabi. Might be the only vote Gabi gets, I don't know. But I'm going to vote for Gabi for best voice acting performance in Japanese. Now we have the English voice acting performance. The same category, different language, different voice actors. So we have Brittany Cox as Fina from Fina Pirate Princess. Laura Bailey as Toru Honda from Fruits Basket, the final season. Adam MacArthur, Yuji Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen. We have David Wald, who is Adam from Skate the Infinity. We have Matt Shipman from Skate the Infinity. And then we have Anarese Quinones from Wonder Egg Priority. And here, I think I'm going to go with Adam MacArthur. I really like the dub on Jujutsu Kaisen, and Yuji's a big part of the dub, so I'm voting for Adam MacArthur. Next is the best OP, the best opening season, the best opening sequence. And of course, we've got Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1, Boku no Senso. We have Kaibutsu from Beastars. We have Vivid Vice from Jujutsu Kaisen, which is pretty good, but I think I like the one from the first part of Jujutsu Kaisen better than the second one. We have Aino Supreme from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S, Crybaby from Tokyo Revengers, and then Odd Taxi from Odd Taxi. And boy, not hard for me. I'm just going to stick with my theme here. I'm going with Attack on Titan because all the openings are so good. All the OPs are so good. It's not even the best OP in the final season, but it's still the best opening sequence of these nominees, in my not so humble opinion. Now we've got the best ending sequence. And I got a real flaw here because oftentimes I'm talking through the ED, but I do watch them at least once. So we're going to see our nominees and see how I'm going to vote here, because we have Attack on Titan nominated, Shogeki, we have Beastars nominated again, we have Lisa nominated for Demon Slayer, the Mugen Train arc. Great song. Maybe oh boy, this is going to be tougher than I thought. We have Nine Eye from Shadow's House. We've got Infinity from Skate the Infinity, and then we've got the ending from So I'm a Spider, So What? And for the best ending sequence for me, I thought it was pretty wrapped up. I thought I was just going to vote Attack on Titan before I looked at the nominees. And then I look at the nominees, and I realize when you got a chance to vote for Lisa, you vote for Lisa. So I'm voting for Demon Slayer on this one. Let me confirm that. Best action. This is my category, right? I'm a shonen fan first. So let's see. Oh man, it's like making me choose between my children here. Best action, Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1. Demon Slayer, Mugen Train arc. Jujutsu Kaisen, the second part of season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. We have Dyna Xenon, which I haven't seen, so I can't really comment on that. Vivi, Fluorite Eye Song, and Wonder Egg Priority. Now, Attack on Titan, the final season, part 1, does have action. But maybe not the best Attack on Titan action. It's good action, don't get me wrong. But it's more like intrigue that really makes the final season part 1 pop to me. So it's not just the action, even though the action's great. We have Jujutsu Kaisen. That second half of that first season of Jujutsu Kaisen, the action was phenomenal. I mean, that's my best fight came from that. The one that I voted for best fight came for that. And they had 2 nominees for best fight. But fighting isn't everything when it comes to action, right? It is my favorite thing, but it's not everything. Wonderful action, the way it's animated, the way it's depicted in Vivi, Fluorite Eye Song. I can't slide it in the least. Demon Slayer, Mugen Train arc, which to me, I'm thinking of the movie, the Mugen Train movie. Well, they have a great fight followed by like maybe the greatest fight. Now we got these 2 drawn out, wonderful battles. But what beats Rengoku in the upper three, right? Like, what's gonna beat Rengoku in the upper three? At least out of these nominees, nothing is gonna beat Rengoku versus the upper three. I don't know why it wasn't nominated for Best Fight, but this is it. I'm voting for Best Action Mugen Train Arc. Sorry, I know it's not my brand. I normally vote for Attack on Titan and everything, but I also love that Demon Slayer. Best Comedy. Now, I like to laugh. You've seen me laugh really hard when I'm watching some anime. Sometimes laughing at stuff, and you might think, like, what's this weirdo laughing at? But I like to laugh. So Best Comedy, let's see if I've even seen any of these. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. Haven't seen that. Heaven's Design Team. Haven't seen that. Life Lessons with Uramichi Onisan. That is great. It's like a Death to Smoochie kind of anime. So that one's pretty funny. Komi Can't Communicate. Well respected. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S. I haven't seen Dragon Maid S. I've seen Dragon Maid, and it's pretty darn funny. And then Odd Taxi. But if I have to pick out of these, I'm just going to go with my friend Chris. I don't want him to get mad at me, so I'm going to vote for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S, because I know he'd be very disappointed if I voted for anything else in this category. Best Drama, which gives you the old fillers and the tear jerkers and everything. 86, Fruits Basket, the final season, Odd Taxi, Kageki Shoujo. Kageki Shoujo? I don't know that one. To Your Eternity. Oh, such good things about that. And then Wonder Egg Priority. I'm just not going to vote in this one. Honestly, I don't think I know enough to vote in this category, so I'm going to go ahead and go to Best Romance, because what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. We got Beastars, one of my daughter's favorite shows, so that's going to kind of have me a little bit biased in the voting here. Fruits Basket, the final season, a beloved anime there, Fruits Basket. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. Horimiya. The Duke of Death and His Maid. Ooh, that sounds cool. And then Komi Can't Communicate. Best Romance. Hey, I'm not a romance guy. I don't really like romance in my stories that much, but Beastars. How can you go wrong with Beastars? And now moving on to Best Fantasy. And I am a fan of Lord of the Rings. I'm a fan of fantasy novels. I'm a fan of fantasy literature for such a long time. This is a category I'm curious to see what was nominated, just so I know some stuff to check out, even if I don't feel comfortable voting. Let's see what's here. Ranking of Kings, highly praised. Good. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Don't know much about that. That time I got reincarnated with the slime, season 2. That's super popular, so it's got to be good, right? Super popular the time I got reincarnated as a slime. The Case Study of Vanitas, beautiful animation. Beautiful animation. Story, it's fine. It's fine. I just didn't fall in love with it. To Your Eternity, so much praise for To Your Eternity that I really ought to watch it. And then Wonder Egg Priority. Is this Wonder Egg Priority? Wonder Egg Priority's been nominated in like every category. I need to go watch that, don't I? I've heard nothing but praise about Cloverworks animation. I need to go watch this. But anyway, out of everything I see listed here, I'm going to go ahead and just vote for That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, because everybody loves that. So I don't think I'll make too many enemies by voting for that one. And then Best Film. I haven't seen a lot of films that came out last year. Let's see what we got. I have seen Belle. Okay, so I've seen at least one of them. I have seen Mugen Train. I've seen at least 2 of them. Okay. Shirobako the movie. I haven't seen that. Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time. I have not seen that. Josie the Tiger and the Fish. I have not seen that. Words bubble up like soda pop. I haven't seen it, but I watched a really cool review of it that made me wish I'd seen it. Isn't that strange? A strange thing to say? Well, here's the problem. I've got some recency bias, and then I've got nostalgia bias in the same year. Isn't that weird? Because I'm so new to anime, in the same year I've got nostalgia bias and recency bias. The recency bias is Belle. I saw Belle less than a week ago. Yeah, watched it with Sophia. I did a podcast episode where Benzie, one of the folks, joined me for that, along with Matthew Vandiver. And I love Belle. Belle's got beautiful animation and a great story. But Mugen Train is why I'm making this video in the first place. So my favorite animated film has to be Mugen Train out of these nominees. So I'm going to cast that ballot. I'm going to vote. I'm going to confirm it. So those were my votes for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I don't know if I confirmed my first couple, so they may not have been counted. Please forgive me because I'm ignorant of some of the nominees, but I had fun voting. Let me know down in the comments who some of your favorites are in the categories. And also let me know how likely you think it is that Eren Yeager will win both Best Protagonist and Best Antagonist. I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. If you think you might be in a position to support the channel on Patreon, there is a link in the video description. Please go check it out. Join the Patreon in order to receive early access to reactions and reviews, as well as extended cuts of the reactions and occasional bonus videos taking a look behind the scenes, as well as chat and polls to help me plan things to cover for the future of the channel. Thank you.